Sandinus Ravine. Land of Brimstone, Swing Ash, Orbis Calaglia. Oh, they just gave me the entire area, not just this ravine itself.
That's
Glanamede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down.
Gates of Fire.
The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Yeah, I see another cutscene too. Not cutscene, but I see another. Wait, is that lava down there? I mean, they make it look like it's lava, but I don't think it's actually lava. It's just they keep lighting everything up on fire, basically. They want to make it as hot as possible for some reason. But it's possible there is lava here too. That's hard to say.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Well, I guess not of a choice. We had to fight them. Press options on the menu to change your character's control mode. Okay.
Don't go charging off like that.
One.
Talent storm.
We're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Talent storm. Turbine. I'm sure I can put this to use.
Are they following me? I guess they're not. We can climb it, can't we?
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
Cool.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Okay. That guy looks kind of tough. I think we'll avoid him. Ram chests.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
Campfire.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can, you'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoilsport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
L2. Iron Mask and Shion. I mean, right now, we already heard him say Alphen once.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Missing core. Yep, here we go. They're gonna bring it.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
I think another factor too, though, is that it's not like I think other regions may not necessarily be the same way this region works because this region is basically like they're pretty much both Iron Fist, but I think other regions might be a little more lenient.
So this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything.
That's why we have pain.
Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Okay, so we're done then. Alright.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danons are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals.
It's our souls.
It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That is pretty creepy.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
She didn't steal it.
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Did you? Maybe she did steal the astral core, the master core.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
That's why he burned his hand. If she was
Fine by
directing
me.
the energy,
After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
he did. Looks like a wild beast. Kind of reminds me of Magnus. Magnus is also the first divine Grand Karma we took out too, I think. How much he berries? Wait. The thorns.
I've gotta hurry.
Oh, lovely. I guess the thorns are killing her too.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Another antidote rock. We save. Okay, cool. It's a desert! Hi.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh?
Wait, what?
Good to know.
Definitely.
Oh! Fish! This kind of neat.
What's this thing?
Surprised any war in this place. Hi. Or plant I have to climb up. I do wonder though why Zephyr isn't a permanent playable character. That's interesting. He's got a unique fighting style too, with that gauntlet of his.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Yeah.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
No, thank you. Oh. I can avoid you guys, actually.
What's this thing?
We're gonna have to fight now. Times 4?
I'll take you all on. You're mine. Slice.
How?
This is
I
it.
was
Dig deep.
overconfident.
Easier said than done.
No excuse. This is up to us. Guess we gotta roll with it.
No, I want to attack. What am I doing?
Swallow blade.
Dang.
Can't move.
Okay, they were way too hard. What the
I
heck?
can't believe this.
Oh, so if you get game over, you lose CP. If you're out of CP, then. But it obviously won't matter if you it probably won't matter against boss battle, of course, where you just restart the battle basically. Ulzebek.
Okay, people. This is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Well, they did.
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Question is, how many people actually made it? Oh, so you're the recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? Yeah, that's right. Interesting. I expect it to be the one only Iron Mask people. Wow. Anyway, there's still a lot we're trying to fill you in on. Anything else you want to know? This looks like it's a den enclave like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Moscow, which is mainly a mining area, this place most produces food and other daily essentials. The brightest rage on our face here. We're why we've made our headquarters. Our friends made it back from the old Xeon mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it back out of their life. We need to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Why are you surprised? Of course you're it's tough guy. How are people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours? As that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. No wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I'd say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Okay. Come on, quit sitting around and we got our bar carry. We thought those Crimson Crows members, they were hurt, so those Brides must have got them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know, Dad said the Brides can't afford to kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. These chickens just lay their eggs. And those damn Briars, they took every last egg. They couldn't spare a single one. And those armored soldiers don't stick around here either. And they leave it just like they did in Moscow. It's like there was an explosion along the tracks. The Crimson Crows caused that? Like how it turns blue when you talk to them. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Now there's nothing left to make things with. I don't think about doing with the Crimson Crows. You? With them? Well, what can you do? Your body is so weak. I can still fight. I have to. It's for our kids. To get in the future. You gotta understand. I know, but... This injury should heal eventually. When they do, I'm being sent back to Moscow. I doubt I'm gonna make it out of there alive this time. Are you telling me I shouldn't get involved with the Crimson Crows, old man? You're damn right I am. Back when I was your age, we had people who were doing the same thing as them folks, and nothing's changed. Nothing. If them brides found we've got Crimson Crow hanging among us, you can be sure there'll be hell for everyone to pay Ulzbek. He's right. They'll kill us all, each and every one of us. You know how they operate. Exactly. I'd give it a second thought before you do something we all regret. As much as I hate to admit it, they're both right. I hate the Rens as much as anyone else, but try and fight them as suicide. The one way is to get in with them Crimson Crows, and it can be pretty. Let's give it up. Let's hope it's against the Rens. All this dark talk makes things work that hard to get through than it already is. There's an inn here. I'm on patrol for Zephyr's orders. You can be never too careful dealing with the bright eyes. If anyone sense even with trouble, all you have to do is give them a signal and everyone can hide immediately. See, with the knowledge of the fact that it's hard to tell if a Ren is a Ren from a Danin or Danin. Because it's hard to tell. It's actually interesting because okay, and it means that any of the pirates could be a Renin, any of them, even Alphen. Be careful if you choose to go out. There's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.